Hi, I'm Serena. I've been working as a project coordinator at Henderson Tech Solutions for 3 years now. And up until 6 months ago, I thought I had the perfect job. My boss, Marcus Henderson, seemed like the kind of guy who had it all figured out. Confident, successful, always talking about the Henderson way of doing business. Serena, got a minute? Marcus leaned against my cubicle wall one Tuesday morning, coffee in hand. Sure, what's up? I'm thinking about putting you on the Caldwell account. Big client, bigger commission. You interested? Absolutely. When do we start? That's what I like to hear. He flashed that trademark smile. We start pitching next month. This could be huge for your career here. My coworker Rachel rolled her chair over after Marcus left. Caldwell account? Girl, that's amazing. I know, right? Finally getting recognized for all the late nights. Just don't let Marcus work you to death, Rachel said, her tone shifting slightly. You know how he gets with his star players. I should have listened to that warning. 2 weeks later, I started feeling off. Exhausted beyond normal tiredness, constant headaches, dizziness. I pushed through because the Caldwell pitch was coming up. But one morning, I collapsed in the office bathroom. Dr. Chen's voice was gentle but firm during my emergency appointment. Serena, your blood work shows severe anemia and some concerning irregularities. I'm referring you to a specialist, but you need immediate rest. No work for at least 6 weeks. 6 weeks? Dr. Chen, I can't. This isn't negotiable. Your iron levels are dangerously low. You're also showing signs of extreme stress that's exacerbating the condition. I'm writing you a medical leave order today. I called Marcus from the parking lot, hands shaking. Marcus, it's Serena. I just left the doctor and... Please tell me you're calling about the Caldwell presentation. We're meeting tomorrow. That's actually what I need to talk about. The doctor is putting me on medical leave. 6 weeks minimum. I have a serious health condition that needs... 6 weeks? His voice went cold. Serena, we have the biggest pitch of the year in 4 days. I know, and I'm sorry, but I literally collapsed today. The doctor says if I don't rest... Look, I get it. You're tired. We're all tired. But this is your career we're talking about. Can't you just push through for 1 more week? My jaw dropped. Marcus, this isn't about being tired. This is a medical emergency. Fine. Send me the documentation. We'll figure something out. I emailed everything that afternoon. Dr. Chen's note, the medical leave request, the specialist referral. Marcus responded with 1 line. Received. The next morning, Rachel called me, her voice urgent. Serena, you need to know what's happening here. What? What's wrong? Marcus is telling everyone you're faking it. He just had a team meeting and said, and I quote, some people just can't handle pressure and make excuses. My stomach dropped. He said that? There's more. He told us he's documenting your unreliability and that if you don't show up for the Caldwell pitch, he's recommending termination. He can't do that. I have medical documentation. I know, Serena, I know. But he's acting like you just decided to take a vacation. Jessica from accounting asked if he received your doctor's note, and he said, oh, those are easy to fake. I felt dizzy again, but this time it wasn't the anemia. Rachel, I don't know what to do. Document everything. Save every message, every email. This isn't right. Thanks for telling me. I mean it. Of course. Just take care of yourself, okay? Some of us actually care about you more than a stupid account. That night, my phone buzzed. Marcus. Still expecting you tomorrow. This is your last chance. I stared at the message, fury replacing fear. This was just the beginning. The messages didn't stop. Day after day, my phone lit up with Marcus's harassment. Marcus, your absence is being noted. Don't expect to have a job when you decide to come back. Marcus, the team had to cover your work again. Very unprofessional. Marcus, Caldwell asked about you. Had to make excuses for your situation. I called Dr. Chen's office, desperate. Dr. Chen, it's Serena Morrison. My boss is harassing me about returning to work. He's threatening my job. Serena, I need you to understand something very clearly, Dr. Chen said firmly. If you return to work right now, you could have a serious medical crisis. Your iron levels haven't improved enough. You could pass out, you could have a seizure. This isn't about convenience. This is about your life. Can you put that in writing? Something stronger? I'll have my nurse email you a detailed letter within the hour. And Serena, what your employer is doing may be illegal. Have you considered speaking with an attorney? I don't exactly have attorney money right now. Keep all those messages. You might need them. Rachel came over that evening with takeout. Okay, so I did some digging, she said, spreading lo mein across my coffee table. You know Marcus is married, right? Yeah, I've heard him mention his wife. Why? Her name is Victoria Henderson. Girl, she's not just any wife. She's a partner at Whitmore and Associates. They specialize in employment law. I nearly choked on my food. His wife is an employment lawyer? One of the best in the state. I found her profile online. She's won major cases against companies for discrimination, wrongful termination, workplace harassment. All the stuff Marcus is currently doing to you. A slow smile spread across my face. Rachel, you're a genius. I know, but explain anyway. What if Victoria doesn't know what her husband is really like at work? What if she thinks he's this great boss who follows all the rules? Oh my God, Rachel's eyes widened. You're going to tell her. I'm going to send her every single message, every email, every piece of evidence. Let her see exactly who she married. Serena, that's brilliant. But are you sure? Marcus is going to lose it. I'm already losing my job according to him. What else can he do? The next morning, I found Victoria's work email on the Whitmore and Associates website. My hands trembled as I typed. Dear Miss Henderson, my name is Serena Morrison, and I work for your husband, Marcus Henderson, at Henderson Tech Solutions. I'm reaching out to you in your professional capacity as an employment attorney because I believe you should be aware of actions being taken by someone in your household that may constitute workplace harassment and disability discrimination. Attached, you will find my doctor's medical leave authorization, my formal medical leave request to Mr. Henderson, and a complete record of messages I've received from Mr. Henderson during my protected medical leave. I'm not asking for legal representation at this time, but as an attorney specializing in employment law, I thought you should be aware of this situation. Respectfully, Serena Morrison. I attached everything. 27 messages, 5 emails, screenshots of the team meeting Rachel had reported. I hovered over the send button for a full minute before clicking. 2 hours later, my phone rang. Unknown number. Hello? Serena Morrison, this is Victoria Henderson. My heart pounded. Yes, hi, I received your email. I've reviewed all the attachments. Her voice was calm, professional, terrifying. I need to ask you directly. Is all of this accurate? These are actual messages from my husband? Yes, ma'am. Every single one. A long pause. And you're currently on doctor-ordered medical leave? Yes, 6 weeks minimum. I have severe anemia and other complications. Dr. Chen says I could have a seizure if I don't rest. I see. Another pause. Miss Morrison, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. I'll be handling this matter personally. I just thought you should know. You did the right thing. Expect to hear from me soon. She hung up. I sat there, phone in my shaking hand, wondering what I'd just unleashed. Rachel called immediately. Did you do it? I did it. And Rachel, she called me. Victoria called me. Oh my God, what did she say? That she'll be handling it personally. Rachel, I think I just declared war. Good. Marcus deserves whatever's coming. The next message wasn't from Victoria. It was from Marcus, and it was furious. Marcus. My office. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. This is not optional. I showed up at the office at 9 sharp, Dr. Chen's latest note in hand. Marcus was pacing in his office, face red. Close the door, he snapped. I'd prefer to leave it open. I said close it! Rachel appeared in the doorway. Everything okay here? This doesn't concern you, Rachel, Marcus said. Actually, I'm here as a witness. Serena asked me to be present. Marcus's jaw clenched. Fine. Both of you, sit. We remained standing. You have some nerve, Marcus started, pointing at me. Contacting my wife? Going behind my back to— I didn't go behind your back, I interrupted. I sent her the same messages you sent me. Public information, really. Those were private communications between employer and employee. Harassing communications during protected medical leave, Rachel added. Marcus's face got redder. I was checking on your status. Checking on my status? I pulled out my phone. Should I read them out loud? Don't expect to have a job? Making excuses for your situation? That's checking on my status? You were abandoning your team right before a crucial pitch. I was following doctor's orders to avoid a medical crisis. Convenient timing, though, wasn't it? Marcus sneered. Right when things got demanding? Rachel stepped forward. Are you seriously suggesting she faked a medical emergency? I'm suggesting that some people can't handle pressure and hide behind— The door opened. Victoria Henderson walked in, dressed in an immaculate navy suit, carrying a briefcase. Janet from HR followed close behind. Don't stop on my account, Victoria said coolly. Please, Marcus, finish that sentence. Hide behind what? Marcus went pale. Victoria, what are you doing here? My job. Janet, thank you for meeting with me on short notice. Janet nodded, looking uncomfortable. Of course, Miss Henderson. You can't just show up at my workplace, Marcus sputtered. Actually, as of this morning, I'm representing Miss Morrison in a potential wrongful termination and disability discrimination case against Henderson Tech Solutions. So, yes, I can be here. Victoria turned to Janet. Has Mr. Henderson filed any formal documentation regarding Miss Morrison's medical leave? Janet shifted. He's indicated concerns about her reliability. Reliability. Victoria pulled out a folder. Would you like to see the 27 text messages he sent her during doctor-ordered medical leave? The threats? The harassment? Now wait just a minute, Marcus started. No, you wait, Victoria cut him off, her voice sharp. Did you or did you not receive medical documentation from Miss Morrison's physician? I received some note, but anyone can fake those. So you're admitting you believed the documentation was fraudulent but took no steps to verify it through proper HR channels? You simply began threatening her job? I didn't threaten anything. I was managing my team. Don't expect to have a job when you come back, Victoria read from her phone. Your words, correct? Marcus looked at Janet desperately. She's twisting everything. This is a personal attack. Personal? Victoria's voice could cut glass. Marcus, I'm going to ask you a direct question, and Janet is a witness. Did you tell your team that Miss Morrison was faking her medical condition? People were asking questions. I had to say something. That's defamation, Victoria said to Janet, in front of witnesses. I watched Marcus crumble, searching for an escape. He turned to me, voice changing, becoming pleading. Serena, come on. We've worked together for 3 years. You know I didn't mean any of this. I was stressed about Caldwell. I'm sorry, okay? Can't we just work this out? No, I said simply. No? Just like that? You called me a liar. You threatened my career while I was dealing with a health crisis. You told our entire team I was faking it. So no, we can't work this out. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm apologizing. Your apology means nothing to me. Marcus's expression shifted again, anger returning. Fine. You want to play hardball? I built this company. I can destroy your reputation in this industry. He stepped toward me aggressively. Rachel moved between us. Back up, Rachel warned. Don't tell me what to do in my own office. Marcus shoved Rachel aside and grabbed my arm. You think you can ruin my marriage and my business? Let go of her, Victoria shouted. Janet was already on her phone. Security! Marcus Henderson's office, now! Marcus realized what he'd done, releasing my arm, but it was too late. Rachel had her phone out, recording. You just assaulted her, Rachel said steadily. On video. Marcus's face went white. I didn't. That wasn't. Save it for the police report, Victoria said coldly. 2 security guards escorted Marcus from the building. I sat in Janet's office, ice pack on my arm where Marcus had grabbed me, Rachel beside me. I'm so sorry this happened, Janet said, looking genuinely shaken. We're conducting a full investigation, and based on what I've seen, Mr. Henderson will not be returning to work pending the outcome. Pending, Rachel said sharply. He assaulted her. Which is why I've already contacted the authorities. They're sending an officer to take statements. Janet looked at me. Serena, I want you to know that your medical leave is fully approved and protected. No one will be contacting you about work matters until you're cleared by your doctor. Victoria entered, phone in hand. The police are here. Serena, are you ready to give a statement? I nodded, standing up. More than ready. Officer Martinez was professional and thorough. I showed him the bruise forming on my arm, gave him the video Rachel recorded, provided the full message history. And you have medical documentation of your condition? He asked. Everything. I handed him Dr. Chen's letters. This is pretty clear-cut. We'll be filing assault charges against Mr. Henderson, and given the pattern of harassment, possibly stalking charges as well. 3 weeks later, I sat in Victoria's office, reading through settlement documents. The company is offering full back pay, medical expenses, and a settlement of $200,000 to avoid a lawsuit, Victoria explained. They've terminated Marcus for cause. He won't receive severance. And the assault charges? Moving forward, he tried to get them dropped, but the DA's office isn't interested. With Rachel's video and your medical documentation, it's solid. What about you? I asked carefully. You're divorcing him? Victoria's smile was grim. Filed last week. Turns out you weren't the first employee he harassed. You were just the first one brave enough to do something about it. I found 3 other women willing to testify to his pattern of behavior. My phone buzzed. Marcus, please talk to me. I lost everything. My job, my marriage. You got what you wanted. Can't we move past this? I showed Victoria the message. He's not supposed to contact you. That violates the restraining order. Good. One more thing for the prosecutor. I blocked the number without responding. 4 weeks later, I returned to work. Not to Henderson Tech. They'd offered me a position, but I'd declined. Instead, I joined a competitor who'd heard about what happened and specifically recruited me. My new boss, Patricia, smiled as she showed me to my office. We believe in taking care of our people here. If you ever need medical leave, you take it. No questions, no harassment. That sounds perfect. Rachel met me for lunch my first day back. So, how's it feel? She asked. Honestly, amazing. I heard Marcus's court date is next month. Yeah, and Victoria's divorce is almost finalized. She's getting basically everything. Good. He earned it. You know what the best part is? Rachel grinned. Henderson Tech is tanking without him. Turns out when you build a company on bullying and fear, people leave first chance they get. My phone buzzed. A text from Dr. Chen's office. My latest blood work showed significant improvement. Everything okay? Rachel asked. Everything's great. My iron levels are finally normal. Dr. Chen says I'm cleared for full activity. That's fantastic. We should celebrate. We should. But first, I have a meeting with Patricia about leading the new Caldwell account. Wait, Caldwell? The account Marcus lost? The very same. Apparently they heard what happened and specifically requested me. Said they want to work with someone who has integrity. Rachel laughed. Serena Morrison, the woman who brought down Marcus Henderson by doing nothing more than showing his wife who he really was. That's incredible. I just told the truth. He destroyed himself. As I walked back to my new office, I thought about everything that had happened. Marcus had tried to intimidate me, threaten me, even hurt me. Instead, he lost everything. His job, his marriage, his reputation, and soon his freedom when the assault charges stuck. I didn't feel guilty. I felt free. What would you do if your boss harassed you during medical leave? Have you ever had to stand up to someone in power? Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about standing up for yourself and getting the justice you deserve. Sometimes the best revenge is simply telling the truth.